The studio lights dimmed to a warm amber glow as Jimmy Kimmel strode onto the iconic blue stage, his signature grin flashing under the spotlights while the live band struck up the familiar late-night theme, the audience erupting in enthusiastic applause that echoed through the Hollywood theater packed with fans clutching glowing phones ready to capture every moment of what was billed as an exclusive interview and performance by R&B sensation Daniel Caesar, fresh off his critically acclaimed comeback album that had everyone talking about redemption and raw emotion in soul music. Jimmy, dressed in a sharp navy suit with a playful tie patterned in tiny microphones, waved enthusiastically before settling into his desk chair, leaning forward with that trademark mix of charm and sarcasm as he introduced the guest, saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, we have the one and only Daniel Caesar, who has risen like a phoenix from the ashes of controversy to deliver tracks that melt hearts and spark debates." And as Daniel emerged from the wings in a sleek black ensemble, his signature curls catching the light, he offered a subdued smile that hinted at the storm brewing beneath his calm exterior, taking his seat on the guest couch amid another wave of cheers while Jimmy kicked off with light banter about Daniel's Toronto roots and how poutine might be the secret to his velvety vocals, eliciting chuckles from the crowd and a genuine laugh from Daniel, who quipped back that maple syrup runs in his veins stronger than any controversy ever could. As the conversation flowed, Jimmy steered toward safer waters, praising the intricate layering in Daniel's new single, where synthesizers weave with gospel choirs in a symphony of longing. But then he pivoted with a mischievous glint, asking about the elephant in the room. Those old Instagram lives where words flew faster than wisdom, and Daniel's posture shifted ever so slightly, his fingers tightening on the armrest as he responded thoughtfully, explaining, "Growth comes from fire, and he stands by evolving, not erasing." Yet Jimmy pressed on, joking that cancel culture must have a VIP list with Daniel's name etched in gold, drawing awkward laughter from some while others shifted uncomfortably. And Daniel fired back with a sharper edge, saying comedy shouldn't punch down on pain people carry, the air thickening like humidity before a thunderstorm as Jimmy defended free speech on his platform, reminding everyone this is America, where roasts are roasted right back. The exchange escalated when Jimmy referenced a specific lyric from Daniel's past tracks, implying hypocrisy in preaching love while defending divisive figures. And Daniel leaned in, voice rising with passion, arguing context gets lost in clips and true artistry challenges norms, not conforms to late-night punchlines. The audience sensing the heat split between gasps and tentative claps, while the band leader hovered ready to cue music. But Daniel continued dissecting how media twists narratives for clicks, turning artists into villains overnight, his eyes locking with Jimmy's in a battle of wits that felt more coliseum than couch chat. And Jimmy countered with a quip about sensitivity training for singers who sing about heartbreak but can't take a joke, the words landing like sparks on dry tinder, igniting Daniel's final restraint as he declared, "Respect is a two-way street, and if the stage isn't for real talk, then neither is he," pushing back from the couch in a fluid motion that silenced the room. Rising abruptly, Daniel Caesar's chair scraped against the polished floor, a sound amplified through the studio mics like a thunderclap prelude, his face a mask of controlled fury mixed with the vulnerability that fuels his ballads as he stared down Jimmy, who for once seemed caught off guard, his usual quick retort frozen mid-smile while the audience held collective breath, unsure if this was scripted, drama, or raw reality unfolding in high definition. Daniel's voice cut through the tension clear and resonant like his falsetto on a quiet storm track, declaring, "I've poured my soul into music that heals divisions, not widens them, and if this platform mocks that journey, then peace out." His words hanging heavy as he turned toward the wings, the spotlights following his stride, casting long shadows that danced like accusations across the backdrop, emblazoned with the show's logo now feeling ironically mocking. Backstage crew froze in panic, headsets buzzing with urgent whispers, while Jimmy recovered enough to call after him, "Hey, Daniel, come on, we're just talking the way artists do." But Daniel paused only briefly at the curtains, edge throwing over his shoulder a parting line that real conversations don't hide behind laughs at someone's expense, echoing into the stunned silence as he vanished, leaving the stage. emptier than any commercial break ever could. The camera swiveled frantically, capturing Jimmy's solo moment where he ran, a hand through his hair, chuckling nervously to fill the void. Saying, well, folks, that's what happens. When you book someone with actual fire in their belly, guess we'll roll with the punches, or in this case, the walk-offs. Cueing the band to launch into an impromptu upbeat riff that felt jarringly out of place against the lingering electricity. Social media already exploding with clips tagged Storm Off and Kimmel Clash, trending worldwide as fans debated was it stage genius or genuine meltdown. In the green room, Daniel paced fists, clenched, replaying every word, while his manager pleaded for calm, reminding him virality cuts both ways. But Daniel shook his head, insisting authenticity over approval every time. Emerging minutes later for a hastily arranged solo performance where he poured extra ache into lyrics about letting go the fog machines billowing thicker than usual, mirroring the haze of controversy now swirling. Jimmy wrapped the segment with self-deprecating humor, joking that next time he'll stick to asking about favorite ice cream flavors, but the damage or brilliance was done late-night history etched with this unscripted blaze that sparked think. Pieces on celebrity accountability, comedy boundaries, and the fragile dance between host and star, ultimately boosting Daniel's streams overnight as listeners flocked to hear the man behind the moment, proving once again that in the age of instant outrage, walking away can sometimes be the loudest statement of all.